Hey, my name's Tom Bernard Thomas Bernard. I'm 20 years old. I'm from New Zealand. I live here in Tauranga. And just a little bit about myself. I grew up in a Christian family. Mum and dad, two younger sisters, and my parents were pastors of a church for about 15 years. And so I grew up as a pastor's kid up until I was, from when I was born to when I was 13 years old. And then some things happened within our church that weren't very nice, and we had to leave. And since I was 13, my family, just the dynamic of my family and everything, with my family really changed. My life changed a lot. And so we stopped going to church, and my relationship with God totally changed. And I kind of believed in God, I kind of didn't. I thought He was there, but that was really it. And so from when I was 13 till when I was 17, almost 18, my life was just a mess, and I was such an angry person. I hated so many people, so much bitterness and unforgiveness in my heart towards people throughout my whole high school years, and I just turned into someone that I didn't realize wasn't really me. I was just a very hurt person, and so when I was 17, one day I was sick of life, and I just couldn't give it anything else. I was done. And I remember someone invited me to church, and I went a couple of times. I was like, this is dumb, this is boring, I don't like this. I remember sitting there the fourth week, being in a church called Hope Center, and I just said to God, I was like, God, if you're real, come and take my life, come and take everything in it, because otherwise I'm going to take my life and kill myself, because I don't see how else I'm going to keep going with life. I have nothing else to give. I can't go anywhere else. I'm done. And I just remember feeling I didn't believe this could happen, but I just felt this big presence come around, and the only way to explain the feeling of that was like I felt like I was being hugged, and at the same time, not audibly, but I just heard the only way the feeling felt was like someone was hugging me, and at the same time it was speaking to me and just saying like, Tom, like, it's okay, like, you're home now, you don't have to worry anymore, like, I'm looking after you, you're at home. And I just remember just weeping, and not like crying, but like weeping, just everything just coming out. It's like a big balloon had been built up from when I was really young all the way up to that moment, and it just popped, and everything just flowed out, and I was weeping for hours and hours. And so God, since I was 17 till now, 20, I turned 20 this year, I've just been on this massive healing journey, and still am discovering my identity. This year I felt like God's been speaking to me about going to a church called Bethel, but I started seeing car number plates everywhere, DTS on them. It's like probably 5 in a month. And so I started asking God, I was like, God, like, are you trying to say something, or is this me just making something up, being really aware of seeing DTS number plates? And then it's the second month of this year, I think it was about March this year, I saw about 8 number plates of DTS on it, and I was like, what the heck? So I started praying and asking people, God, like, what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say it, or is this just me? And 3 months I saw 14 DTS number plates, and throughout like movie credits and all this. It was so weird. God's so weird. And it was just crazy. And so I was like, sweet, well, I've saved up a bit of money from working at my job, and so I went and saved up everything I had and went and put it towards doing a DTS of Hawaii.
So what impacted you most through your DTS?
Well, it's impacted me mostly through my DTS. What's probably impacted me the most is starting to actually discover who I am. I'm just discovering the way I am, the way God made me. I guess my identity, and just realizing how God's made me. and starting to learn about myself and learn why I do this and why I do that. Also learning a lot about God, and I think the thing that's impacted me the most is realizing that God, he really does love me, and he's like no other person. Like, he seriously isn't like another person. He has so much love and forgiveness, and I think we're all going on that journey of just like really starting to discover more and more every day how much God really does love us, you know, learning about who we are, learning about who he is. And yeah, for me, just knowing that, you know, I talk to a friend, they talk to me, and it's just, you can be real, you can be down to earth, you can have a normal conversation. It doesn't have to be hyper spiritual or just, it doesn't have to be religious. It can just be natural. You know, how I talk to Ben or I talk to someone, you know, at DTS, it doesn't have to be anything weird or anything, you know. It's just so natural, it's so chill. And I think, you know, God talked about us being made in his image. I think he's very much like that. I think he can be hyper spiritual, but then he can also be so natural, and he can relate to us on such a deep and also just shallow level. He's everything. And so I think just knowing that God really understands and that he can relate to us, and that, yeah, he gets us better than we do, I think. And what I expect for outreach, going to the Philippines, because we're Team Philippine, I just expect God to change every one of our hearts individually, for everyone to really hear God's voice, me included, and I feel like God's going to grow my character a lot, and really give me a heart to really, I feel like, yeah, God's really teaching me how to love and what love is. And so I feel like that's what this is going to be about, character and discovering love and discovering him in that. Yeah. Sweet.